Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have a really good one for you. We are looking for burial grounds that are among our New York City parks. So the first stop, we're going to Van Park. And I am now heading toward the Mashula Parkway, which connects Botanical Garden to Van Park. The original research and groundwork for today's find has been laid out by Nick Dembowski and the Kingsbridge Historical Society. This find starts with the construction of the Van Park's portion of the old Putnam Railroad, where workers who were excavating land for the railroad company came across bones of human remains in the 1870s. Upon completion, the old Putnam line made about 60 stops from Manhattan to Brewster, New York. 1958 would be the last time someone stood under his canopy, and 1980 would be the last time a freight train was on its tracks. I always say how the structures and buildings always talk to you and reveal something about it. In this case, we're going to follow what this round wheel will lead us to. Tucked away in a secluded yet serene part of the park lays a millstone from a gristmill that was built on or around the property in the 1700s. The lake was constructed to power the mill, and according to census and other records, an enslaved worker named Piero, along with his wife Hesser and son Pieter, worked the mill. Today the lake is named in their honor. Gristmills grinded wheat and corn and turned them into flour or cornmeal. Kernels of wheat or corn were fed into the hopper, where it made its way into the center of two stones. These millstones were meticulously calibrated to dictate the quality and texture of the flour or cornmeal. The stone itself was most likely imported from Europe, but the etches on it were carved by skilled enslaved workers. The cultivation and processing of wheat was so pivotal to Colonial New Amsterdam that a mill was displayed on the New York City flag. 2 beavers and 2 barrels are also displayed between the mill's blades. The beavers representing the highly lucrative fur trade that quickly dwindled, and the rescuing milling trade is represented by the mill. Trees play a large role in cemetery and burial ground settings. They are usually associated with spiritual and personal meanings. Some of the most common trees associated with cemeteries are the cypress and the yew for its resilience and ability to remain green all year round. Clusters of different species and varieties of trees, both foreign and domestic, should give hints of a burial ground on premises or nearby, even if no headstones or signs are visible. At the end of the parade grounds, just a few yards north of the Tippett's gravesite, stands a very old black locust tree. The bark, seeds, and leaves of this tree is poisonous to humans, livestock, and small animals if ingested. The tree might have been planted to ward off animals that eat, dig, or create burrows on graveyard property.
We knew about it until a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they know. I came out here one time and I asked a question about it. They brought me and showed me where it was at. And this is not it.
Huh?
This is not it. They showed me further down. It's a pathway.
Further down?
You know where those things that are
The stones?
stones?
Yeah.
But maybe somebody started making noise and really made some noise. Because people still don't know about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they got signs and stuff out here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, you might not know it, but this is it. This was a plantation,
Yes.
and this is where they buried the people. Now you should see the spot. You should see the spot where they are buried. They got up on the hill up there. mean, it's you know, big difference.
He's absolutely correct. I was here yesterday and found what looked like unmarked headstones hidden under leaves, brush, and fallen branches adjacent to the lake, but at eye's distance from the stones. At the moment, I could only speculate that the symmetrical cut of the stones were made at the time of the construction of the lake. Enslaved workers dammed, excavated, cleared marshes, and shaped the stones that were placed along its banks. It is highly possible that many enslaved workers succumbed to diseases of various outbreaks of the time. Smallpox, yellow fever, typhoid, and the Black Plague could have played a big role in the decimation of the Van Cortlandt enslaved population in a duration of over 100 years. Ground radar has been conducted in the area and has been confirmed that there is in fact remains of an enslaved population. Memorial Grove is adjacent to Broadway, formerly known as Albany Post Road. It honors veterans with trees and headstones and a barrage of American flags, even though there aren't any remains of any soldiers there.